Hi ghoulies, I'm Juan here up with the sun where bringing you lifestyle and fandom realness. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for being here. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. Before we get started, please go ahead and hit that like button. It really does help with that vicious algorithm. And subscribe if you haven't already, it's free. The juice is loose. Yes, I am finally sharing with you my Beetlejuice pin collection. But before we get into that, check out this fit. And who do we have here? It's Barbara Maitland. We're coming for you, Barbara.
They're coming for you, Barbara.
Also, another honorable mention I have to share is this amazing Beetlejuice sandworm zip-up hoodie from Forever 21. And it's just wild. We have the sandworm here and it wraps around the back. Oh my gosh. And all the way into the pocket. You can see there. Oh my gosh, it's slithering. This is gonna be perfect for when I go to the Tarrytown Halloween Parade this weekend. Okay, back to the pins. Let's go ahead and get started. Starting off with this Loungefly LE 1400 Beetlejuice pin that was just released this year. Now this is my favorite version of Beetlejuice from the first film, is when he comes out into this carousel demon. I don't know what he is, but it's just so wonky. But it's so cool, and of course, all this matches the Loungefly that I recently shared. And it's just such a nice elongated version. And this is the same in-house artwork. So here it is off the backer card. So essentially the gimmick is that this extends up. It's not like a crazy extension. And it slides back down. So it goes from this to that. A little anticlimactic. This could have been a lot bigger. That's all I'll say about that. On the back you can see the slider element. And it does have 3 pin posts, which is great, even though it's not really a heavy pin. And then you can see here in the crown the LE count of 1400. I will be displaying it the long way. Next up is this Beetlejuice pin set here. And this is them in the waiting room. So this is at the end of the first film. Fit in pretty much a good amount of people here. They have the original shrunken head here. And of course they have Beetlejuice sitting between Magician's assistant, who got split in half. And then this one is wild. This is the guy who got burned up in flames smoking cigarettes. So his hand is making the gesture like he's actually holding a cigarette, but there's no one to be found. He does have the handbook in his arm there, which is really cool. And then we have Miss Argentina there, but she does not have her sash, and she doesn't have any indications of her little accident. As a recap, here's Miss Argentina. The back of her pin looks like. We have the Ash Man. That's not his official name, but that's what I'm calling him. What the back of his pin looks like. We have the voodoo cursed shrunken head hunter. The back of his pin looks like. And finally we have pervy Beetlejuice with the sawed in half magician's assistant. And she also has the handbook, but they didn't bother putting any extra detail on it. This one is a 2-prong post pin. Next we have Beetlejuice here as the guide. And this is from Cakeworthy, so this is a much older pin. It's here stating that it came out in 2021. Again, was not collecting Beetlejuice then. It's really cool to see an older collaboration. And this one does look extremely demented looking, like my gosh. This is the stuff of nightmares. So this is him off the backer card, so you can see his little collar there. Interesting choice of art style. And this is what the back of this pin looks like, really nothing on it. And then next is this duo set of chibi pins featuring Beetlejuice and Lydia. These aren't Loungefly, they're actually made from BioWorld, and they are soft enamel. But for soft enamel, they look pretty decent. And it's just really funny to see them in this cute chibi style. So I love it. I was on the fence, like, I don't know if I want them, but I think I just got it at a great deal. So I was like, okay, add to cart. Here's a closer look at Lydia. She is so adorable. Interesting choice for the eye color. It's like a deep honey. She's holding her camera. Adorable. And then we have Beetlejuice. I didn't know we could make him look any cuter. But I just love this. Look at him. Aww. And the backs of these pins are pretty plain. Then I was able to find this older Loungefly set. So it being older, I really didn't know where I could find this. But as I was browsing through Modern Pinup's website, I found that they actually had them in stock. Which is cool because, you know, you can still find these pins. You know, you don't have to find them on the secondhand market, which is great. None of the pins I bought today were from secondhand. I was able to get them from a small shop or a website with a discount or a sale. So I'm totally happy about that. Because I didn't want to pay full price for this. So because these pins are a little anemic. It's wonderful because you do get the house here, which is iconic. And then you get Lydia's Polaroid camera, and you can barely see it, but it says strange and unusual in the Polaroid. We do have a silhouette of Lydia here, and there's a beetle on her, so you know, that's not really a thing, but they made it one. And this is my favorite one, which is the ghosts, sheet ghosts, no feet. These are teeny tiny, so excuse the glare. This is what the back of this looks like, so they still managed to fit the Funko crowns on it. Here we have Lydia. Her hair is wild. Love that. And this is what the back of hers looks like. On closer inspection, you can see that it does say Beetlejuice here. And of course, the strange and unusual. What that back looks like. And then last but not least, the house that started it all, which is wonderful. I'm obsessed. And that's what the back of that looks like. Okay, so now that we have acquired all those pins, which I love, great quality, even the biowool, soft enamel I like, we're going to add them to this Loungefly. Let's see what happens. And 72 hours later, they're finally in there. This was not the easiest application, just for me personally, because my hands are pretty pudgy and they are not, like, I don't have long fingers or anything like that. So, I mean, this was not the easiest to get into, but we made it. So, I didn't end up moving this one, I just kept it where it is. But I kind of went around because I didn't want to cover all the artwork as much as I could. This is where I decided to place them. More Beetlejuice on this side and then Lydia over here, the sandworm, keeping with that black and white motif, and the house here on the corner. So like I said, I just wanted to keep the integrity of the artwork as much as possible. And then I ended up putting the crew up here. This was the hardest part because I just, you know, couldn't put it on there comfortably. The way the pin posts are on these, the way they're spaced out, did not line up well with the divots here. So that's why it's at this angle. So to balance that out, I put these two over here. And we have little, she's so teeny tiny. And then I just put Lydia here. It could change, but it's just gonna stay that way for a minute. I mean, this is my very first pin bag, so you know, it's just like a trial and error thing for me. I'm sure everyone else who has a stylus bag has a lot more patience than I do and are able to put a much more attractive display. But overall, I'm so excited that I do have this, and it's just a wonderful piece of merch and a wonderful Loungefly and a great honor to this film. And Beetlejuice had such a great success this year, and I'm so excited. And of course, I'm gonna have to do a third one, right? This with the zip-up hoodie, I'm just gonna look so amazing come Saturday. And I am actually not mad at all about the functionality of this bag. It was pretty easy to get into, but alas, we've come to the end. Thank you so much for joining me. Comment down below which pin I showed today is your favorite. Are we twinning on any of these pins? Let me know. A huge thank you to all my subscribers. Your support means the world to me. Please continue to like, comment, and share this video with someone you think that might like it. Also, be sure that your bell notification is set to all so you're notified for future videos like this one. And another wonderful reminder, I am on Instagram and I do have pins for a trade. So go ahead and hit me up there and we can go ahead and see what deal we can cut. And with that, be safe. Tell someone that you love them because tomorrow's never promised. And I'll see y'all next time. Bye.